All right, ready to dive into something new? Today, we're tackling Myria.
Myria. Yeah, this should be interesting.
Our listener is really curious about this whole Web3 gaming thing, and they sent over Myria's white paper, even an informational PDF, so
Awesome. Sounds
let's
like someone's doing their homework.
definitely. So, should we get this deep dive started then?
Let's do it.
Perfect. So, Myria, what exactly are we dealing with here?
In a nutshell, Myria is all about solving the big problems holding back blockchain gaming, especially those pesky Ethereum issues.
Ethereum. It's like the big kahuna of blockchain, right? What's the problem there?
Well, Ethereum is great, but it wasn't built for gaming. Imagine waiting, like forever, for a simple transaction just to buy some cool armor or something.
Oh man, talk about a buzzkill.
Tell me about it. No one wants to wait around when they're trying to have fun, and that's where Myria comes in. They're built on top of Ethereum, but as a layer 2 scaling solution.
Layer 2. Okay, so what's that in like normal people speak?
Think of it like adding an express lane to a super congested highway. You still get the security of Ethereum, but transactions are processed off the main chain.
Okay, so Myria's taking a shortcut, but in a good way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that translates to faster speeds, lower costs. You're not getting slammed with insane gas fees just to move your stuff around.
Sweet. I bet gamers are loving that. Now, I noticed the white paper also mentioned Myria being super developer friendly. Why is that so important in the blockchain world?
Good catch. See, building on Ethereum can feel like you need a PhD in cryptography. Myria changes that with things like APIs and SDKs, tools that make life easier for developers.
So they're giving developers the building blocks, but without the headache of starting from scratch.
Precisely. That way, devs can focus on making amazing games, not wrestling with blockchain complexities.
Yeah.
And here's why that matters. The gaming market is booming, like projected to hit $200 billion soon.
Get out. Seriously.
Yeah, and it's growing like crazy, something like 12% every year.
Whoa. Okay, so Myria is making development easier right when gaming is exploding. That's smart.
It's all about timing. And it goes beyond just the tech itself. Remember how we talked about Myria being an express lane? Well, they're also building a universal order book for NFTs.
Hold on, a universal order book. Okay, now you're speaking my language. I love this NFT stuff. Tell me more.
Picture this. One giant marketplace, but it connects every game on Myria. You can buy and sell NFTs from different games all in one place.
Oh, wow. So no more NFTs trapped in just one game's marketplace. That could be huge for the value of in-game items.
You got it. More flexibility for gamers, a more active marketplace. Everyone wins. And this is all possible thanks to some fancy footwork with ZK-Rollup technology.
Okay, before we get too far ahead, ZK-Rollup. Break that down for me. What is it?
Imagine a super efficient mailman who bundles transactions together into one package. That's ZK-Rollup.
So it's like bulk shipping for blockchain. Love it. But is that safe?
Good question. That's where these things called ZK Starks come in. They're like cryptographic proof, making sure everything is legit.
High-level security without sacrificing speed. That's pretty impressive.
And it gets better. Myria also has a rules engine and a special language. It lets developers customize things without needing to be blockchain gurus.
They really are all about that user-friendly experience, aren't they? But even with all this, it comes down to what powers it all. And in this case, it's the MYRA token, right? Okay.
Time to talk about what makes this token tick.
So we've talked tech, but what about the engine that drives it all? The MYRA token, right?
Yeah, the MYRA token. It's your golden ticket in the Myria world, and it's way more than just a digital coin.
More than just a coin. Okay, I'm intrigued. Both the white paper and that PDF mention it's not just about paying for stuff, so what else can you do with MYRA?
Think in-game actions. Earning MYRA for, I don't know, like defeating a boss or something?
Yeah.
Then you can use those tokens to buy some awesome gear, maybe even some rare NFTs.
So it's like those arcade tickets we used to get as kids, except instead of a dusty old stuffed animal, you get like actual valuable stuff you can even trade outside the game.
Exactly. And it goes beyond just buying and selling. You can stake your MYRA too.
Staking, like what's that? Betting on your favorite Myria team.
Not quite. Think of it like putting your MYRA to work. It's like earning interest, but in the world of crypto.
Oh, okay. So you're earning just by holding on to it. Kind of cool. And what about this whole governance thing? Can I be the king of Myria if I have enough MYRIA tokens?
Not quite king, but you do get a say in things. Holding MYRIA gives you voting rights.
Yeah.
You can help decide the future of the platform, like how they use funds and stuff. It's all about the community.
That's really cool. It gives you a real sense of ownership, doesn't it? So, okay, let's talk about the token's value for a sec. What determines what it's worth?
Tokenomics. It's all about supply and demand. Myria has a fixed supply. 50 billion Myria tokens, that's all there will ever be.
50 billion, that's
And
a
yeah.
lot of tokens.
Right. And to keep things stable, they use something called a vesting schedule.
Vesting schedule. Honestly, that one always throws me for a loop.
Imagine if they released all 50 billion tokens at once. Chaos. The value could plummet. A vesting schedule releases the tokens gradually over time, keeps things nice and steady.
So like a slow drip instead of a fire hose blast. Makes sense. So what does that mean for MYREA's price? Any predictions out there?
Well, it's always tough to say for sure, but some folks are predicting MYREA could hit somewhere between 0.0024 and 0.00038 byte by September 2024.
Really? Not bad.
And some even think it could reach 0.0054 by 2025.
Wow, big potential there. But you're right, we can't predict the future. It all depends on how well Myria does.
Exactly. The more games, the more players. It all adds up to a thriving ecosystem, which is good news for everyone involved.
So we've got these ambitious goals, cool technology, a versatile token. They're definitely swinging for the fences here, but can they actually pull this off? Can Myria really become the next big thing in Web3 gaming?
That's the million-dollar question. The potential is there. They've got the tech, a solid team, and they're tackling real problems.
Yeah.
But it's still super early.
It's like we're looking at a brand new garden, right? Seeds are planted, everything's ready, but will it actually bloom?
Exactly. Myria still needs to prove they can turn all these cool features into a real community, and that's not always easy.
Especially with so much competition popping up, right? Everyone wants to be the king of the Web3 gaming mountain.
True, but that competition is a good thing. It pushes everyone to be better, to innovate.
So it's a race to the top. Who will create the best gaming experience?
And for gamers, that's fantastic news. More options, better games, and maybe even some serious value for your in-game items.
Speaking of value, that's what we're all about here. So any final thoughts on Myria? What's the one big takeaway you want to leave with our listener?
I think Myria represents a pivotal moment for gaming. They're building a future where games are more open, more connected, and way more rewarding for players. It's still early days, but they're asking the right questions.
And pushing the entire industry forward. It's been awesome unpacking all of this with you today.
I had a blast.
And to our listener, we hope this deep dive into Myria has given you a better understanding of the exciting world of Web3 gaming. Until next time, game on.